Please adhere to YouTube's selected guidelines before viewing the content of this video. I do not encourage or condone any products, actions, or behaviors shown in this video. All videos are produced in a safe, professional, and controlled environment. Please do not attempt to replicate any actions performed during the video. All actions are performed by professionals.
Alrighty, so today I'm going to be smoking Five Brothers pipe tobacco at a Five Guys. But why? Why do I want to do this today? Well, it's because I think this is a pretty funny thing to do. That's right, I think it's funny to smoke Five Brothers pipe tobacco at Five Guys because the names correlate just so well. Five Brothers pipe tobacco, Five Guys, burger restaurant chain, the names correlate insanely well. And so as such, I was thinking that it would be funny to smoke, well, some Five Brothers pipe tobacco at a Five Guys. And that is exactly what I'm going to be doing today. And as a whole, I am pretty excited for this experience, not only because I think this is a pretty funny thing to do, but also because I want some nicotine. And Five Brothers pipe tobacco is some pretty strong stuff, and so I'm thinking it's going to do a pretty good job of giving me some nicotine. But I do suppose, without further ado, I should probably go ahead and get out of my car, grab my backpack with my pipe and everything like that in it. Then after that, I should probably go ahead and walk inside of Five Guys, get myself a drink, head outside, go ahead and load my pipe up, go ahead and get to smoking and enjoy some Five Brothers pipe tobacco at a Five Guys. Without further ado, I do suppose, first off, as said, I gotta go ahead and get out of my car. So let's go ahead and hop out of my car. It's really warm today. It's like 90 degrees out here, so my car was feeling a little bit like a sauna. Just gonna go and put my tripod down just like that and grab my backpack out with everything I need in it, just like that. And I'm gonna go ahead and make sure my car is all locked up now as well. Gotta make sure my car don't be getting broken into or nothing like that kind of thing. So let's go and close it up. Looks all good to me. Without further ado, let's go ahead and walk inside of Five Guys and grab myself a little bit of a drink. Make sure I don't get hit walking across the middle of the parking lot right now. Gotta make sure I don't get slapped by no cars or nothing like that kind of thing. That would suck, to say the least. And here we are at Five Guys, right there. Let's go ahead and walk inside, y'all. How's it going? Okay. Can I just get a sweet tea, please? 303, sounds good. Have a great one. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead. Grab that. I know I said I was going to grab sweet tea, but I've been cutting out the sugar lately, so I'm actually just going to grab some water. I just wanted to get a drink so I'm not just sitting here with no beverage or anything like that kind of thing. Gotta respect the business, you know what I'm saying? And there we go. Got my drink. Let's head outside, y'all. And thankfully, there is nobody else sitting out here. I think I'm gonna sit right here. It is, wow, very bright if I do say so myself. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get proper lighting. Let's see if I can. Let's sit right here and see if I can get proper lighting. Is that a little bit better? I'm not sure. I'm just gonna sit down and just roll with it for the moment. Getting proper lighting in today's video might be a little bit difficult. It is quite sunny out here, to say the least. Let's go ahead and set my tripod up. I'm needing some water though, so before I go ahead and get my pipe going and everything like that, I'm gonna go ahead and just get the straw in my water, put my trash in my backpack so I don't litter or nothing like that, and I'm gonna go and take a sip of my water. And man, I ain't gonna lie, on a hot day like today, that water really does just hit different. And let's go ahead and now get my pipe and pipe tobacco out so I can actually smoke some Five Brothers pipe tobacco at a Five Guys burger restaurant. I've got my Five Brothers pipe tobacco right here. Let's go ahead and get my pipe out as well. I've got my Missouri Meerschaum Christmas Washington with me today. I've got a Savinelli balsa wood filter inside of it. Let's go ahead and grab my tamper out as well. And let's go and get the lid all off of my Five Brothers pipe tobacco. It's been a minute since I've smoked some of this stuff, so I'm looking forward to having some. And man, let me tell y'all what, it just smells so good. Getting a little bit of a sort of coca-like scent off of it. Ooh, it smells delicious, let me tell y'all what. Well, let's go ahead and just grab a pinch, and I'm just gonna start gravity feeding it into my corn cob pipe. It is a little bit breezy today, I will admit, but since Five Brothers lights up like no other, I'm thinking shouldn't be too much of an issue. And we're all stacked up to the top. Let's go ahead and just tamp that down, just very lightly, not super hard by any means. Just kind of give it a couple nudges, just drop that on it, but don't tamp it down too hard by any means. Five Brothers is a sensitive pipe tobacco, even though it is a shag cut pipe tobacco. It does not like to be packed too tightly by any means, and it does not smoke the greatest when it is packed too tightly. And I think I've got a little bit more room for some more, so let's go ahead and just put a little bit more in my corncob pipe. But now that I've gotten some in my pipe, I'm gonna go ahead and put the lid back on my mason jar. And now I do suppose, without further ado, it's time for me to go ahead and actually smoke some Five Brothers pipe tobacco at a Five Guys. And I just realized they're playing copyright music out here, but I think we should be fine. Hopefully at least, we will find out. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get this all lit up. Yes sir, you know what I'm saying? And it's gone out already. Was just trying to do a little bit of a starter light there. And right off the bat, just puffing away very gently. Five Brothers pipe tobacco does not like to be puffed too hard, so you gotta be a little bit gentle with it, so being quite gentle with it right off the bat. Right off the bat, it tastes pretty dang good. Getting a very nice sort of coca-ish sort of taste right off the bat. A little bit of cigar in there as well. Tastes fantastic, to say the least. But it is a little bit rough, so I'm glad I have my water. And that cold water really does just hit so dang nice. It really does hit just so dang nice. I definitely do have to be a little bit careful not to smoke the Five Brothers pipe tobacco a little bit too fast today. I tend to smoke a little bit faster than not. This stuff does not like to smoke super fast. You really do have to baby it just a little bit to really get the nice, smooth tobacco taste that you really want. So I gotta be a little bit careful. I gotta baby it a little bit today, but it's some good stuff right off the bat, and I'm already starting to feel just a little bit of nicotine, just a little bit of nicotine. Hopefully that copyrighted music doesn't cause this video any harm or anything like that kind of thing, but it is what it is. It is what it is. And I ain't gonna lie, that nicotine is starting to hit. It's really starting to hit, y'all. And oh my goodness, it is so bright. I was just gonna take off my sunglasses just for a moment, but it is way too bright to do that. But the nicotine is hitting. Certainly no complaints on my behalf, y'all. Whew. That water, with just how cold it is, oh man. On a 90-degree day today, like today, it hits so dang good. I'm sure Five Brothers pipe tobacco would probably hit really well after a nice meal at Five Guys. But I can't eat anything at Five Guys. I have allergies. So I'm sure it does. I can't say anything for sure though. Now that I'm actually smoking Five Brothers pipe tobacco at Five Guys, though, do I still think this is a funny thing to do? Yeah, I still do think this is a funny thing to do. I do, in all honesty. Sitting outside of Five Guys, as we can see, sitting outside of Five Guys, smoking some Five Brothers pipe tobacco. Yeah, I still think it's a pretty funny thing. I still think it's a pretty funny thing to do, in all honesty. And I do believe that just went out. Just gonna take a little bit of a sip of water. Excuse me. I'm just gonna go and tamp that down. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab my lighter out of my pocket and get it relit. I haven't smoked enough Five Brothers to really know how to keep it lit super well yet. I definitely need to smoke more of it, but it's good stuff. I'm just watching. This is just too dang funny. So where I'm sitting right now, let me show y'all. So there is like a highway back there, and then there's an intersection right there. So there's a road that comes down like this, but it ends. They have to turn into this parking lot, but there's an entrance, and everybody keeps going down the do not enter entrance, which is just coming. Yeah, everybody keeps doing that. I've seen, when I was actually pulling in, a motorcycle was going the wrong way. And then since I've been sitting here, I've seen 2 or 3 cars go the wrong way down, just ignoring the do not enter signs. And I'm just like, bruh, it literally has 2 do not enter signs. But, you know, it be like that. Too dang funny, if I do say so myself. Too dang funny. I just saw one car go like halfway down and it just had to reverse all the way back up. Damn. Struggling to get this relit. Oh man. I'm still recovering from a little bit of cold, so this stuff being as harsh as it is definitely not helping my throat. But that's why I got myself a little bit of a drink, you know what I'm saying? And there we go. All relit once again. Certainly no complaints on my behalf. Definitely I need to slow down my smoking because it's getting quite hot. The smoke is getting quite hot. And I'm starting to get a little bit of tongue bite, so definitely do need to slow down just a little bit, but that's okay. And now that we've got some cloud cover, it feels so much more nice out here. Let me tell y'all what. So I gotta admit though, this is a pretty solid experience. Smoking Five Brothers pipe tobacco to Five Guys, you know, pretty solid if you ask me.
How you doing?
Doing well, how are you?
Good.
Glad to hear. I have to say, five guys, pretty solid spot to smoke some Five Brothers, or just some pipe tobacco in general. Pretty solid spot to smoke in general, frankly, but yeah, it's a pretty good spot. And I'm definitely enjoying the taste of the Five Brothers pipe tobacco, getting a nice sort of, I don't even know why bro honked. Why did bro honk? There was nobody coming at him. Why did bro honk? But, what was I about to say? I'm getting a really nice sort of cocoa-y, cigar-y sort of taste from the Five Brothers pipe tobacco. It's a straight cut, or it's a straight burley shag cut pipe tobacco, and that's the general taste you get from it. It's a very straightforward blend. There's not too much depth to it, but it's a very solid smoke nonetheless. You have to baby it just a little bit just due to the cut of it, but, you know, it's pretty solid stuff if you ask me. I'm enjoying it, and it's definitely a little bit stronger than that as well, and I've got a little bit of a buzz right now. Nice little bit of a pipe tobacco buzz. Certainly cannot complain. Excuse me. It does burn very, very, very fast, though, I will admit, which is both a blessing and a curse. But just due to the fact that it burns so much faster than most of the pipe tobacco I'm used to smoking, this has taken some getting used to. Very solid smoking experience, though, to say the least. Very enjoyable. Nice little bit of an F-250 driving by, Super Duty. I don't think it's a diesel though, but I can't tell. A little bit of a Lexus GX 470 in front of me, I think. It's a nice ride. I think I'm gonna go and try to grab myself a little bit of a screenshot real quick. I don't know if that screenshot will do. I think I'm gonna grab another one after this video, but we'll find out which one is better. It's gone out again. I don't think I have that much left. I think I only have, like, we're down to about that point in my pipe, so we're almost at the very bottom. I think I'm probably gonna get this relit 1, maybe 2 more times if I'm feeling like it. And then after that, I think I'm gonna declare the smoke sesh all done. Frankly put, I'm feeling great right now. The Five Brothers pipe tobacco is some strong stuff, to say the least. And so I am feeling a little bit more buzzed than not, to say the least. Just said that twice, but I'm feeling quite buzzed right now. I'm feeling quite good. And I think just having one bowl is good enough for me today. Getting a little bit of smoke, but I'm not really getting much. I think that might have been it, in all honesty. I'm gonna go ahead and see if that was it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and, oh yeah, that was actually it. That's why I wasn't smoking very well, because that was all there was to it, frankly put. Let's just look at my pipe. Yeah, there was nothing left. Wow. Smoked that to fruition. What can I say, y'all? What can I say? This was a pretty good time. I certainly did enjoy smoking some Five Brothers pipe tobacco outside of a Five Guys in today's video. As a whole, man, it was a pretty good time. Smoking Five Brothers at a Five Guys burger chain restaurant. Would I do this again? Yeah, I'd have to say I would. I'd have to say I would do this again. This was a pretty good time. Well, I certainly hope you guys have enjoyed watching today's video. I don't think I have anything else to say. I have accomplished the goal of today's video. I smoked some Five Brothers pipe tobacco at Five Guys, and I think that's all I had to do in today's video. Well, I certainly hope you guys have enjoyed watching today's video. If you guys have enjoyed watching today's video, of course, please make sure to like and subscribe for more content. I have my Instagram, my book, my merch, my P.O. box, and my second channel all in the description down below. Go check it all out. Thank you so much for watching, y'all. Till the next one, stay safe and peace and have a great one. Yes, sir, I'm saying.